Well, hello there again, ladies and gentlemen, and Rocketeers alike. This is Astro here with another gameplay commentary. Now, in this commentary, I am going to discuss the differences between opinion and opposition. And, a lot of people have a big misconception about these two words and kind of want to just clear things out. I think a lot of where the misunderstanding lies is basically the fact that many people believe that you can't have an opinion without an opposition. And in fact, it likewise is true, because you can have an opinion without an opposition, but you can't have an opposition without an opinion. I can go ahead, for example, say that I like Modern Warfare 3. I'm not going to go ahead, let's just say we're having a discussion of Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3. I could be like Modern Warfare 3 all the time. I'm not opposing Battlefield 3. I'm just saying that I enjoy Modern Warfare 3 a lot more than I do Battlefield 3. And the key word to all this is preference. And if you don't know what preference is, it's just basically things that go into your liking. The way you see things, your take in the world, what you feel most comfortable with. And everybody in this world is different and has different preferences. If you go to any video game, I would bet that it has settings, and on those settings you can change your preferences to your liking, which basically means you can change your sensitivity, your button layout, because no one plays the same way you do. No one has the same play style, control button layouts, and they do that because they want to fit the need of different people, because we all, like I keep saying, have different preferences. Now, again, an example of Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3, just because I prefer Modern Warfare 3 over Battlefield 3, it doesn't mean that I hate Battlefield 3. Now, in this case, it is true, because I'm basing a lot of this commentary on how I feel and on my opinion. And just basically, since this is my channel, this is how I view things, and this is how I'm gonna go about and do things. I would never go out and bash a game, because it never made sense to me to go ahead and talk about something that is ruining a part of my life. I'm just constantly reminding myself that that part is just hurting me in my life. And why would I do that? Why would I go on bash something and keep constantly reminding me and filling me with anger and hate and whatnot? So you would never see me bash on something. Now, hopefully, if you do see me bash something, you would see the sarcasm in it, and you would know that it's not real. But if you don't, I'm sorry. Sorry you misunderstood my intent, and I probably should have made it more clear. So anyways, let's continue on, because this is very short gameplay. So again, back to the example of Battlefield versus Modern Warfare 3. I've played Battlefield 3. I haven't played Modern Warfare 3, and I loved Battlefield 3. And obviously they left out a big key concept to it. Vehicles. Basically, they left out vehicles, and that's a big part of the game, big game mechanic that they decided to leave out of consoles for whatever reason. And so I never got to experience that. So I never really truly got to experience how the game plays in its entirety. But so far, what I've experienced, and not even worrying about my KD or whatnot, I enjoyed Battlefield a lot. And Gears of War 3, I'm a big Gears of War 3 fan. I bought it's one of the first games with Halo that I bought. I bought it way before COD, before I even knew what COD was. I bought it way before then, and I'm just about the first Gears, the second Gears. I wasn't really big on the multiplayer, but the campaign was amazing, and I started getting into the Gears 2 multiplayer towards its life, its end cycle, when Gears 3 was going to come out. So I was really excited, and I really wanted Gears 3, but I could, the situation I'm in, I can only afford so many games, that Modern Warfare 3 would be the only game I was to get this year. So I would go ahead. I chose basically Modern Warfare 3 over Battlefield 3, Arkham City. Well, God, that game looks amazing. Gears of War 3. But just because I go ahead and chose Modern Warfare 3 to my liking more, and decided to go ahead and pick that up over the other games, doesn't mean that I hate the other games. And hopefully that example is clear to you guys of the differences between these two words, opinion and opposition. You can have an opinion without going ahead and opposing to something else. So the gameplay, pretty sure it just ended right now. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with this one last thought, and just basically console wars and, you know, fanboy wars, whatever it may be, are really dumb and just pointless in my opinion. And I would never, you will never see me in this channel bash another game. And hopefully you guys came out of this learning something. Hopefully I didn't insult your intelligence, and hopefully you didn't feel offended or accused, or that I accused you of something. I'm not. I'm just saying what I see in my adventures of watching YouTube videos. So I'll go ahead and sign off.